What's up? What hand? What's poppin'? Welcome back to Tough Calls, guys. We was gone, but now we back.
And we back. And we back. And we back. Hey, and we back.
So, guys, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and keep tuning in with your boy Dylan Matthews and your girl Symone. So, guys, today we are talking about Carson Wentz. Shout out to you guys who jumped on my community post and let me know what you guys wanted to see in the videos. So shout out to Let's Go Birds HD. He wanted an Eagles rant. So you know, ain't nothing but a thing to go off on them birds because they ain't been acting right. Period.
That's on period. Y'all have a lot of problems right now. Really, only one problem. Y'all be inconsistent because the defense looked pretty darn good against Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks, who have a high-flying offense. But that offense couldn't really do much and nothing in that first half.
My thing is the defense. I know you guys are on Jim's head. The defense, the thing about the defense, we have the talented pieces. Mm-hmm. We have those pieces on the D-line. We got Fletcher. We got Brandon Graham. We got freaking Javon Hargrave, even though he hasn't been acting right. That's 3 core pieces already on the defensive line that if they act right, they act right. We got a proven guy in big play slate. We got our Super Bowl corner in Jalen Mills. Obviously he's playing safety, but he was playing in the Super Bowl for us. So you've been there before with the team. We got freaking Nikhil robbed us Coleman. Nikhil, give our money back, Nikhil. You scammed us, Nikhil. Slot God.
Where? Who?
I'm talking slot God. Awful. But my thing is, we got all the pieces on defense. The thing is the defense going to act right or are they not? Because it's teams that all they have is one guy in the secondary. Right. Or all they have is 2 guys in the D-line. They don't have nobody in the secondary. They don't have the balance.
Right.
We have the balance. The offense, I'm giving slack to the offense and I'm giving slack to Carson because, like I said, it was one post I saw, I think it was up to week 8, and Carson had a new starting offensive line up until that week.
That's tough. That's hard.
Exactly. So at least 7 weeks he had a different starting offensive line. And you don't know what guys in front of you, that's a lot. And then he had, obviously, Carson has thrown to like one of the top most different starting wide receiver cores than so many other quarterbacks. I don't know if they were saying the quarterbacks in the league right now or if he had like one of the all-time records, but he's thrown to so many different people. So he don't know who he's gonna be throwing to each night. He don't know who's gonna be in front of him. He's running for his life all this time.
He is. I mean, Carson has gone through a lot this season, like you said, between the different starting offensive linemen. Well, let me tell y'all something. When your offensive linemen aren't together in one cohesive unit for either the whole season or the majority of the season, it's going to be tough because those guys really have to mix well and mesh for your offensive line to be worth anything and any good. And then throwing to the different wide receivers. I know you trying to have a rapport with all your wide receivers, but it's kind of hard to get a rapport with all your wide receivers. So coming into those games, he's not having a good rapport with any of those receivers. So I mean, we'll see, but it's been tough for Carson, but he also has to make better decisions. And
yes, he was making terrible decisions in the beginning of the season, but I feel like he has corrected that. And also the fact that he's not getting support from his head coach, Doug. Obviously, when Brett Favre was talking off his lip about Carson, Doug didn't defend him. And then in the press conference before the Seahawks game, he said something cheeky like, Carson's our starter right now, or right now he's our starter. So he's not even comfortable with the management, the coaching staff. So the big question is, so he doesn't even have their support behind him. Could you see Carson going to the Indianapolis Colts? Obviously, Frank Wright was our offensive coordinator, sent from heaven. And now it's looking like that's why we won our Super Bowl. As you know, like you were talking about Dan Quinn. Mm-hmm. Like, was it Shanahan or was it Quinn?
Look like Shanahan to me. He ain't been back since, and Dan Quinn has been fired.
And Shanahan has been back, and now Frank Wright is having a good season too.
Exactly.
So could you see Carson going to the Colts? Obviously, the Colts are a quarterback away from really making some stupid shape.
I definitely can see it. Phillip Rivers obviously is getting older. He was only on a 1-year deal with the Colts. If he doesn't come back, there has been talks of maybe the Colts pursuing a guy like Sam Darnold, but you also can look at the possibility of a Carson Wentz trade. They have that rapport. Frank Wright knows,
and he loves Carson.
And he loves Carson. He knows what he can get out of Carson. Frank Wright was the guy that brought that MVP out of Carson Wentz, so he can do that again in Indianapolis.
And he brought it out of Nick Foles too.
Yeah,
So it wasn't
true.
even just Carson Wentz. He made journeyman Nick Foles a Super Bowl MVP.
Also, too, you gotta think about this. The Colts, Carson Wentz will be going into a great situation with the Colts. They have all-pro offensive linemen. They have a great defense as well. Darius Leonard, Malik Hooker. They got good offensive lineman, good running game with Jonathan Taylor.
Nyheim
Hines has been showing out this season.
Boy, go Pack.
Gotta shout out to Pack, man, because he really has been balling this whole entire season. So, I mean, that would be a perfect storm for Carson Wentz in Indianapolis.
So, guys, we're gonna keep our ear to the Grizzlies and see what happens with Carson Wentz. Wish him the best. Don't know what's gonna happen, but honestly, if I'm Carson, I want to hightail it up out of Philly. The fans is ruthless. We was booing him with no fans in the stadium. His head coach don't got his head coach don't got his back. It's just too much going on for Carson, and I want him to be in a situation. I just wouldn't want to be in that situation. Then you got people dangling Jalen Hurts over your head. They were dangling Nick Foles over your head. Now they're dangling Jalen Hurts over your head. So it's just so much he has going on. But of course, what do we know? What do we know? Let us know what you think.
We're just members of the media.
Let us know what you guys think. Do you think he's going to end his career in Philly? Do you think he's going to be headed to the Colts soon? Make sure you like, comment, and